Alright, it's Jared here from Crypto Plan. How's everyone going? Alright, today's video is a fun one. We are going to be looking at where I would put $100 into one of the new cryptocurrencies that are listed on Revolut. Now, these are not new cryptocurrencies, these are just ones that are recently listed on Revolut, which just means that there's more access to the average person that doesn't want to hold keys and wallets and rah. So could increase the volume in these particular projects, but I'm going to have a look at which ones I would put $100 into if I was just a punter new to this market. But before we do that and before we get into this analysis, please like the video and please subscribe to the channel if you are new and you found me because you're investing in Revolut and you want to know about which coin to invest in. Definitely would help this video get out to those other users of Revolut or people that are new to the crypto market to realize which ones are going to have the most maximum potential or the most highest percentage gains in this next and last leg up in cryptocurrency bull run. All right, so let's get straight into it. Okay, so in no particular order, we have the graph, Uniswap or the Uniswap token, we have Bancor, we have Filecoin, we have Loopring, we have NMR, we have Synthetics, we have UMA or UMA, and we have Yearn Finance. So we're going to start from the bottom and work our way up, and we're going to list them from top to bottom, and we're going to grade them from purple, green, and orange. So purple is like super, super dynamic, super hot, could go super moon. Green is just a good investment, and orange is kind of, it's a bit lukewarm. But you got to remember that we're kind of in the halftime of crypto, and these are all going to have a leg up or have some price action to the upside. They've all been in accumulation zones, and we'll see the patterns playing out there. So just bear with me, and we're hopefully going to give you the one that will give you the best bang for buck if you entered right now, and where it's going to go in the future. So there we go. Starting with the graph. The graph had a good run. I was invested in the graph early on down here. It broke out and I took profits and rolled into something else around here, which is fine. That was a trade for me. I liked it. But if I was going to get back into the graph, let's have a look at what's going on now. So this is the way we do it. We chuck a little triangle on this and we see if it's going to do exactly what it did in the past, where may it go? And so if it was going to do the same run again, it could potentially go up towards $13. So that would be a ridiculous, like crazy good target there, easily 10 times your money. So now the next thing we do is we chuck a Fibonacci tool on that, Fibonacci retracement. So from this very tippy top high down to the very low of this local retracement, we've got $9 target. So that's probably slightly more realistic. But it's given us a range there between $9 and $13 is where, if it reached those targets, we would be taking a big proportion of our profits, right? So looking at percentage wise, what are we looking at? We are going to say that if we entered right now, we bought this right in this instant, we're going to get between 5 times our money and nearly 8 times our money, or 9 times our money. So that is the graph, and we're going to put the graph we'll put it at the top because it's the first one, and we will give it a green because I think at this stage 5 to 10x is something that is not bad at all. So Unistrut, this has had a really good run, so it was down around $1.60 and now it's up in 43. So it's had a really massive run. Now this one's a little bit tricky for me. I can't see any major retracement to put the fib on it, so we can only just assume that if it was to do maybe, to do kind of this leg again, where would it be? But it's going to be a tricky one for me to kind of predict where this is going. But let's do something different. So it basically, when it repeated the depth of this cup, it did a 415% move. So if we move that up and to the top of the cup there, and did it do another 415% move? Yes, so it has. So it's already done exactly where it should have done when it moved out of its cup pattern. So it's probably at the top of a range. So that's telling me that it's had a good run and it possibly is going to pull back a little bit, you know. So we can see some action around here. So I'm going to just kind of project maybe from, you know, a pullback at this level. So we'll chuck a little fib on there and say if it pulled back to kind of this, you know, this price action here anytime in the future, we could potentially see something up around the 123. So yeah, but I'm not a big fan of this, the chart. I think the steam's rolling off. I think money's going to roll out of these things into other swap projects. So I think it's had a good run. So potentially not going to see much higher than that. But I guess, you know, a 2 or 3x there is a potential from this price point as a parabolic top. So two times your money. So I'm going to leave uni kind of in the amber zone. Not seeing great things on that one. So definitely wouldn't be putting my 100 in there. Bancore. All right, so we've seen some really nice price action on this one, and this one's good. It had some time in the last bull run, so it's nearly at all-time high. It's pulled back, so it's probably going to have a really good move. This one's really easy to predict because it has a lot of data. So that's going to be our lower end target. So for Bancore, we're going to see that, and then we are going to go for the full extension, and that is that. And then now we are going to just also back that up with a bit of our trend analysis. So if we were going to repeat this particular move again from that particular point, we could potentially reach out to something a little bit more crazier. Okay, so we've got a couple of targets there. So you can buy Bancore today at just a bit more than $8. And if we were to buy it right now, we could be looking at getting like 2 times your money, up to 6-7 times your money, and then maybe just over 10 times your money if you were super lucky. So we're going to put Bancore probably just below the graph there, and we'll put a green on that. Filecoin. So Filecoin's had a great run. Like all coins have, like I say, it's crypto halftime. So we're looking to do the same move again in a lot of these coins, potentially. So yeah, if we go from this particular point to there, and if we were to repeat that again from, this retracement area, we could say that a crazy repeat of that particular move would get us up somewhere around there. Then if we do our Fibonacci retracement, this has got a nice kind of deep correction. So we could potentially go up there. And yeah, that's kind of our target zone there, between 680 and 900. So let's have a look at our percentages there, from right now, 3-4x up to 5-6x. So we're in the ballpark there. I'm gonna give that a green because it's in my 5x range from here. Put 100 in, take a 500 out. You'd be happy at this stage in crypto, and that's better gains than you get, looking around most markets at the moment. In a short period of time, we're talking about, but in the next 6 months. So that is Filecoin. Loopring. Also another good one that's got a bit of historical data. These are easy ones to do. So we need to go back to October. Yep. So potentially on the lower end, we're looking at that. On the higher end, we're looking at something like that. And then if we go and kind of match it with our trend analysis and say if we were to complete, this particular move again from here, would get us somewhere around there. Okay, so we've got once again a nice little set of ranges here. This thing isn't quite at its all-time high. I think it will definitely reach its all-time high. It's had a little good run recently. So from right now, you can get 1.5 times your money, 2.5 times your money, or potentially, if it really gets bullish and extends out, there could be, a little bit of crazy in there. So a 15x. So once again, we're going to put a green, and I think we might put it just a little bit higher there. Bancor. Where were you? You were one, yeah. So it's probably up there in second place. Is the graph? Oh, maybe the graph needs to go down there as well. So looping graph, yeah. So that's where we're at now. NMR. Okay, so this is kind of a nice one. We haven't done our, we've done our cup and we're doing a handle, so we could fairly simply do try and repeat that. If we repeat that full 359%, so that could be a target there. And yeah, so also we could do maybe a different thing. We could do a trend analysis, so come all the way up there and up somewhere like that. And we could kind of maybe get a little bit more aggressive heading towards there. So this one, NMR, if we were to buy today, we could look at, 4 or 5x up to, a 6x. So we're going to put that, it's probably in the amber. Well, so synthetics, have heard of this one, and we've had some really good price action. So there's a potential there that we've fully extended. But you never know. There's always another opportunity, right? So for this one, 74 cents was its kind of start point. It came around, bust out, and then so from there, did it do its full cup and handle? So from there, did it do its 2,000% already? Yes, it has. So we've kind of missed out on the super gains on synthetics. Some people have definitely done well that got in early on this one. Yeah, so you see there, that's the perfect example of chart analysis. So there was this cup and handle thing that went on, and from the top of the cup, from the bottom of the cup to the top of the cup, and then when it finally moved the second leg up, it repeated that move nearly to the percentage, right? So, to try and think that we'll do that again is probably, it's probably not going to happen. But in saying that, it seems like it's a very bullish coin. So let's just do a trend-based analysis on the last kind of leg up there. So if we were to go there and then there, where would that get us? 118. So potentially this could happen. Now, there's no guarantees here. This thing has moved a lot. You could potentially see people rolling profits out of these and chasing other things. So you always have to be cautious on things that have done a lot of movement to the upside. We can also do this trend angle. So if it was to kind of do one more of these, that would get us up a little bit higher than that there. So yeah, so we've got a selection of targets there. And let's look at percentage wise, what that's going to get us, 3x, 6x, and then a 7x. So yeah, once again, we're going to say it's scraping in the green just under the graph there. UMA. All right, so this one has done a cup, broken out, and then kind of come back and touch the edge of the cup. So we're probably expecting this to reach out at least the depth of that cup again. So let's kind of, come from here all the way up there. These are all kind of real in the mud targets just to get us a range. We can do a fib on that. See where that gets us. Oh, that's actually a little bit more aggressive. So that's good. Probably something a little bit more conservative is that if it was to kind of do that again, 230% from there. So yeah, we could probably safely say that it's going to get somewhere up there and then push our way to somewhere around the 112. So from $28 now, if we were to put $100 in, you know, we could 2 or 3 times our money up to maybe 4. So unfortunately, we're going to have to give that an orange. And then Yearn Finance. This one has a low supply, so that's why it's up in the 87,000 mark. So don't be scared by the fact that it's expensive. It has less coins, you know, so you're just buying a fraction of less coins, you know. So if Bitcoin has 21 million, you know, this probably has way less than 21 million. I think it's only a million or something like that. So you can look into that. So let's have a look at that. So it had a really good run early on, and then what's it done? So it's definitely trying to get its way towards that target. And yeah, so but if I guess if it was to do that particular move again and get super vertical, we could potentially see something in the range of that happening maybe. So yeah, it's hard to tell with this one. It definitely had a really good run, pulled right back. You know, this would have been the best time to be buying it. But yeah, anywhere at that price point of the all-time high would have been a good entry point as well. So the fact that it's jumped a little bit is ruining our percentage gains. If we had got this like a couple of days ago, would have been super more percentages there. But you know, from right now, if we're going to buy right today, you're going to get a double your money, or we're going to get 2 or 3 times your money. So unfortunately, we're going to have to put YFI on the orange list. So let's just go back here and reorder them. So I think that Loopring is potentially the winner. But yeah, I think between Loopring, Bancor, Graph, and Synthetics, you know, you're definitely going to get your 5x. So you could pick one of them. But for the sake of this and that potential for it to do the crazy, you know, full super extension of where it wants to go, Loopring is the place where I would put my $100 or 100 euros or whatever you're going to do. So that's it. Loopring for the win. So yeah, if you like this kind of video and analyzing, you know, coins that have been listed on these more user-friendly apps, you know, not cryptos that you can hodl, they're just cryptos you can trade just to make a bit of profit, then yeah, please like the video and please subscribe to the channel. I've been Jared. This has been Crypto Plan, and happy investing. And remember, this is not financial advice. This is just what I would do if I had $100 knowing that these new coins were listed on Revolut. Bye now.